There's the American flag.
The giant one.
Remembering those that have served and died for our country. Thank you. What's up, guys? Tim also at DragBoss Garage. Let's take you on a tour of Liberty Aviation Museum in Port Clinton, Ohio with the Bossettes. Henry Ford joined with Stout Metal Airplane Company in the early 1920s, and by 1925 was making airplanes. One of the most famous airplanes that Henry Ford manufactured was a Ford Trimotor. They made them from 1925 to 1933 and made approximately 199 of them. Henry Ford, as you can read here, later found out that it was more difficult to make airplanes than cars until World War II, when the Willow Run plant in Michigan became the largest aircraft factory in the world, making B-24 Liberators. You can see Henry Ford Aviation right there. Here's a picture of the Trimotor in assembly. It had a unique corrugated aluminum body and wings. It's pretty cool to see this. More unique facts, it held 231 gallons of gasoline and 24 gallons of oil. It was powered by 3 Whitney Whirlwinds, 9-cylinder radial engines. Get this, they each made 300 horsepower. So you're talking 900 horsepower with a top speed of 132 miles an hour, cruising speed of 107 miles an hour. Another unique fact, it was one of the first transcontinental airplanes. It could hold 8 passengers. It had a crew, including a pilot, a co-pilot, and a stewardess. Another Ford first, the first airport hotel, the Dearborn Inn, adjacent to the Ford Airport in 1931. How about another Ford first? The first airport shuttle with a bus service from Ford Airport to downtown Detroit. The going thing. What makes this plane unique around where I live in Sandusky and Port Clinton area and the islands is that it was a main transportation from the islands to the mainland. It was also important getting mail and cargo to the islands. John Evans was a family physician who's affiliated with the hospital I work at, Magruder Hospital, and made house calls to the island on a regular basis with the Ford Trimotor. Of the 199 Ford Trimotors that Henry produced, only 18 are left in the world, and only 6 of those are operational. One of those Ford Trimotors flies in and out of this airport and gives rides on a regular basis. December 7th, 1941, a day that will live in infamy. This is the setup they made here at the Liberty Aviation Museum. Another one of our trips to learn. This is the diorama model of Pearl Harbor that they made here, showing the actual picture. And that's what brought the United States into World War II. The Japanese attacked Pearl Harbor, like 7:10 or 7:30 or something. So for you guys that remember Hogan's Heroes, it's pretty cool. In the museum here, Port Clinton, Ohio, that's his coat that he used to wear. That's in the picture. We always remember that. Colonel Klink's uniform, Schultz's uniform. There's the coffee pot you always saw. Pretty cool. Bob Crane, that's who played Hogan's Heroes. There's a big story about Bob Crane. We won't get into that. Say hi, Elena.
Hi.
Say hi, Ez.
Hi.
So we're at the Liberty Aviation Museum, which is in Port Clinton, Ohio. So like I said before, we like to go to different places and learn things all we can. Now's the time to learn. What's this, Ez?
This is a 1922 sports car.
Courier.
Courier. Don't know how to say that.
So, I don't know who made it. Let's see, you get a video of it. It's a model Fate, 4-passenger capacity, 6-cylinder, made 46 horsepower, 3 speeds forward and reverse. It went 20 miles per gallon. Got spring suspension. And here's the interesting part. They made 9 body styles And they could be originally purchased from $11.95 to $21.65. Camp Street, Ohio. The Courier Car Company was located in Camp Street in Sandusky, Ohio. I never knew that. Show them this, the Sandusky tractor, Model J, 1917. It's from the side. So this is a Model 10-20 Model J. It's got a 4-cycle engine, 4 cylinders, go 2 to 3 miles per hour, 1 speed forward and reverse. They weigh 4,000 pounds.
4,000 pounds.
Wow, that's a lot.
10-20 Model J Sandusky tractor was known for its innovations of physical flexibility and led to more profitability through long-lasting mechanical operation. You can picture that. Did you get a good picture of the tractor is?
There's the engine. Looks pretty good.
This cool little street rod. Look at that baby. I like how it's got the P40 design, the shark teeth. Curtis Warhawk, if I'm not mistaken, had that. Nice little flathead. Cool. So this is the 1941 Boeing Stearman Cadet, model 75.
Dad, look at it.
Elena, are you supposed to be back there?
No?
Beautiful plane. I'd love to fly in that. Look at that radial engine. That huge exhaust. You know that thing would scream power. So intricate.
Dad, why is that bucket of oil down there?
Huh?
Why is that bucket?
Oh, those drip pans? No, that's because these are old planes. You know, my dad always said, he was a paratrooper. He always said, as long as it's leaking oil, it's okay. Don't worry about it. He said, you'll be okay. It's when they stop leaking oil, you better start to worry. So yeah, they don't want to get the floor all contaminated. So you can see where it drips it, you know, probably from those little valve cover things. Or rocker arms, I guess. Looks like a push rod tube. I don't know much about radial engines, but it's cool. All right, Elena, go quick, stand by it. Get
Go.
a picture taken. Hurry up, don't let them see it. Touch the propeller.
Touch it.
What's it made out of? Tap on it. Yep, aluminum. Right, get out of there.
She's breaking the law.
Daddy.
So this is a Ford GPW Jeep. Quarter-ton 4x4. Oh, that's so cool.
Let's get a look inside
My
it.
dad always wanted one, and we could buy them like surplus. I think they were like $800 or something in the 70s. But it's model GPW, straight 4 flathead, 134 cubic inch, 60 horsepower, 3-speed manual, 60 miles an hour could go. Could carry 800 pounds. It weighed 2289.
Looks like the Jeep we have today.
Yep, look at it does. Get a picture of this reading here. Watch out, Elena. Yep.
Oh, a Jeep.
Yep, look at the front end. That's why Jeeps look like this. They're made after this model. See, look at that. Tie rods, see them down here? These are the tie rod ends. This is what steers it. That's the front differential. It's got drum brakes. But I like those, the Toyota Land Cruiser had these like ball joint type suspension. I don't even know what they are. Forgot. Shocks are there to the left. Yep. Come and get a picture of the inside. Is sneak under there and get close. Elena, you should be back there.
A little peek inside.
Yep, get a good picture of that dash. Oh, the levers. Do shift levers. Must be high, low, or something. All right, get out of there, quick. And then show them behind. Behind them is, I don't know if that's a 56 Ford station wagon, beautiful car. With a little pop or a little regular camper.
Dad, look at those fins. It looks like airplane blades.
Hmm?
Looks like airplane blades
What?
on the top.
Let's go see the
Those
red
big
car.
fans up top. Those are big ass fans. Show them the fans at the top.
Elena was talking about the fans.
Huge.
All right,
Okay.
see what this car is.
It's a 6-seater.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Good look
It's a
inside
ranch
there.
wagon.
Can I see it?
I don't think they're going to be able to see inside of the glare.
Here's the front end. Nice.
Get a picture of that. That's cool. Ranch wagon.
Six.
Shasta.
There's a little trailer that's connected to it.
Wait, Dad, is it? Do they still sell this? Dad, no.
Dad.
Dad likes to look in there.
See a little table in there.
Here, I'll lift you up.
Oh, there's a kitchen and there's a bed. There's
Okay.
a bed. That was cool.
Look at this Goodyear bus. Yeah, that's a cool little camper.
Cool little camper. And
I like the little fins at the top.
Dad, they show us the ones.
Yeah. So look at that. Radial tires filled with nitrofill, which is nitrogen. Better handling, longer tread life, improved fuel economy, smoother, quiet ride. It's pretty cool.
Dad, that one's also cool.
there's Goodyear bus.
This is probably what serviced the Goodyear Blimp airship operation, see? So probably like the ground force for it, or ground control, or support vehicle, or whatever you want to call it.
Wait, Dad.
It's nice, it's all aluminum. What? What? Got radio tires.
Looks pretty good, guys. Goodyear. Convertible. Convertible.
What year was it?
1961 convertible.
Well, what kind of car?
A
Chevrolet.
Chevrolet Corvette.
Now get the front of it. That's how it was back in the day. You used to drive your car out over that machine and then bring food to you, put it on the side of your car.
The front end.
There's a 57, another one.
Dad, I don't want cars that
Because newer cars usually don't look well for the most part. They're more, they're different. These things been sent around for years.
The food.
61. Huh?
A Mayberry police car.
From the
Ne-
Andy Griffith Show, 63 Ford Galaxy 4-door sedan. See? Come back here and you'll see it was season 4 that they had this car. It's like they had a new car for every season, which I didn't know.
Goes my number.
Yep, there it is.
There it is.
Powered by a 390. Show them that.
$390. $1956 Ford Thunderbird.
Classic lines, baby. us.
What's those phones back in the day?
Which phones? Those ones, their own telephone?
Yeah, those ones that were hooked to the wall.
Oh, I don't know. They're probably $5, $10 back in the day. That was a lot of money. $5 or $10 back then is, you know, $40.
Let's look at the side. Nice.
How much did they pay you to it?
Look at, he's gonna take off. Watch him.
That's airport?
Yeah. Yeah, look. They have to go at least, I want to say, like 80 miles an hour before they can take off. Maybe close to 100. At least when I flew.
It's
It didn't look like no 80 miles an hour.
It's flying. There it goes.
So what is this?
It's a Cedar
let's see
plant.
it.
It's a Cedar plant old fire truck.
Yep.
It's their original fire truck from 1923. It was built by Prospect
Stop it.
Manufacturing near Columbus,
Stop it.
Ohio.
No, it is.
Yeah, unique. Now get in there, zoom in there, get a picture of the engine.
Wait, press that.
No, you don't need to just. It's beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Here, come here. See the crank? We have to start it with that crank.
Yep. Yep, there you go. Get behind the steering wheel. You want to get her picture?
Yeah, let's do it. So here's Elena driving the 1922.
1923 Model T
23
fire truck.
Model T fire truck. Look at that baby. Restored by this gentleman right here. Think you could drive this?
I think
You think if you what?
if I had a license, I
Get up
think.
here.
Is, come on. Let's see.
Now she's driving, so you're the bell ringer. So you grab a hold of this handle and you have to give it a good pull. A good pull. There you go.
Nice. Got to do it more than once. Beautiful. So much work done in restoring that.
Well, I took it all the way to the ground.
Did you?
About half of it was missing, so I had to reproduce it.
Thank you.
And all the trim decals that are on there are copies of the exact original
Are they?
decals. Those are all water slide made by a guy in Michigan.
It's crazy.
You notice even
What do they have? Oh yeah, Prospect Manufacturing.
those had to be handmade.
Think about that. Going to a fire, that's all you had.
Well, what do you mean? You had 60 gallons of water.
Is that what they hold, 60 gallons?
30 in each tank.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
The orange chain around, if you would.
Now, how was the pressure built in them?
That's the
That crank?
side.
No, what they had was their
It's pretty quiet
in
today.
those black canisters over there. There's a lead bottle. I'll show you.
Oh yeah.
The FAA lets us get away with a plastic chain. So the aircraft side of things.
So you had this lead bottle with a stopper on it, and that was filled with sulfuric acid.
Yeah,
So the tanks had soda water in them.
I understand. Yep. Built the
And this
pressure.
would go fit in the top in a rack.
Yep.
And when they got to the fire, they'd turn the crank, it would turn this around, the lid would fall off, the soda and
reaction,
acid
yep.
would mix, and you'd have
Carbon dioxide.
100 pounds of pressure
Yeah.
for the water in the tank for 30 whole gallons.
It's amazing. Technology back then.
by this time, that other big fire truck in there was a 1919, and it had a pump on it. But small places couldn't afford it. They were
Sure.
expensive as they are today. So in today's money, that truck was a $250,000 truck.
Was it really?
So small places couldn't own them. So most of the places had horse-drawn steam fire engines like the one that's in
I
there.
saw that. Yeah.
Well, they had to have horses, somebody to care for the horses, or they had to have arrangements if they had a fire to go grab somebody's horses, hook them up, and take it to the fire.
Wow.
So that little steam fire engine actually has 250 gallon a minute pump on it with steam. So it'll pump as much as the other white fire truck that's in there. And the white fire truck is the only fire truck that was totally made in Cleveland, made by White Motors, and everything on the truck was made by White.
Yep.
Which is a real pain in the rear because the ladders look like everybody else's ladders, but they're not. The fittings and the way they're made is specifically only to White. They did everything themselves. Well, they had a huge shop, so they could make everything there.
Same company that made the white tractor trailers.
Same company.
Go.
So look at it. Here's a tank here. This looks like a Sherman tank. M4 Sherman, it says. The Easy 8. Look at that baby.
Yeah.
So that was named after General Sherman. It's a medium tank. It had a crew of 5. Here it is. It ran a Ford GA engine, 500 horsepower, 2,600 RPM, 24 foot long, 5-speed manual transmission. It could go 100 miles on a tank of fuel. And went 26 miles an hour. Production 1912 to 1945. Number produced 49,234. Get a good picture. Step back and get a good view of it from behind. Look, here's a spare wheel. Put it on the track. So it can drive through the dirt and mud and everything to go anywhere. Water, probably water right up to the gun. You can see how rough the cast the iron is on the turret.
I got to rod on that thing. It's so cool.
Oh, did you?
They fire it up and take it around the parking lot.
Oh, do
Sometimes
they?
they give images running and everything.
Amazing, man. What is that little boat?
Here's a little
What is that boat?
engine, marine engine.
That's a 728. Yeah. And that's the sister ship. I don't know if they're going to do anything with that.
So they're the same.
Yeah, well, that one's turned, a lot of them were turned into yachts.
Oh, that's what I was wondering. They look like.
But they didn't go overseas. They were, this one was commissioned in October and decommissioned in November. Okay. Because they dropped the bomb in August.
Yeah.
So the ones that were overseas, they tore.
So there's a picture of the big gun. I don't know what that is. Probably 30 cal up on the top. There's a PT boat in the back they're restoring. Just pretty darn cool. There's some spare track parts, rubber parts that go in the track itself. Elena had asked what?
How do they undo the bolts?
I don't know, man. That's something they have to figure out. They probably have all these tools up there that are up on the top. They're probably like pin tools that they press those pins out that hold the track together. And there's the back. It's probably the tent. I don't know what that is. It could be a tent that they have. So this is the PT boat they're building, or restoring actually. Or it could be building it. Look at that thing. Keep going. Yeah, it's big, isn't it?
How did they build this?
Here's what it is. This is what it says. Notice, PT 728 is currently undergoing restoration, and as such, public access is strictly prohibited. This time due to potential safety hazards.
Then how long do you think it took them to do this?
They're still working on it. It's going to take them a long time, a few years. There's the stacks up there.
What is stack?
That's where the smoke comes out from the engines, the exhaust. Here's some cool bombs. That's a 250-pound bomb. It's got propellers on it, so I suspect it. I don't know if it goes underwater or if it's just that's how they keep them directed where they need to go. Bomb loaded. Look at that one. That's huge. Stand next to it.
It's almost as tall as me.
Yeah, Izzy's about the same height. Check out that machine gun behind you.
The bullets.
Yeah, those are,
Huge.
well, they're not real.
Yeah.
They're real, but they've been drilled, see? There's no gunpowder in them. But that is a definite bad right there. Machine gun. This old 1.5 ton 6x6. It's hard to see, but it's got the tires in the back. Dodge.
Chairs here.
So you can sit and relax and look at stuff. Here's a cool machine gun.
What?
Look at that thing.
Under it.
I know. 1945 Weasel M29 Studebaker. 2 of them right there. You need to go see Dragon Man. That guy has wicked cars and the biggest collection in the world of military history. I'm gonna call him up. We'll go out there, DragBoss garage.
They're looking the second floor, but we're not allowed to go up
Well,
there.
there's a little plane up there, but no, we're not allowed to go up there. But you know how Dad is about rules.
Yeah, Daddy cannot go up there. Look how tiny that plane is.
Mm-hmm. This is their great plane that they restored. Look at this one. 31 Chrysler 6 4-door sedan. Now here's it. Georgie's gal. Look at that thing.
I say Georgie's Gale.
That's an awesome looking plane. They used to name planes after certain things, girls or whatever. It's a B25 Mitchell. It's one of my dad's favorite planes. The gun turret up top. Look at that thing. Can you imagine that? Flying in that thing? See all the kills they have? The bomber missions, I think, are the bombs. And then those are the kills of shot down planes.
Wait, those
And
are
it looks
all
like
planes?
including a couple ships, a train, and I don't know what that other thing is. Outhouse. I don't know. Imagine being that guy sitting in here, flying through the air, 300 something miles an hour, shooting planes down. You sit in that thing and rotate around in that thing. Hard. Talk about being scared. That's when men were men. That's for sure.
Dad, what is that right
It's a truck. Look at the guns on the side. I never realized they have the guns on the side. Look at that. Georgie's gal. She looks like a little devil. And look at that engine. Just planes like this that help us win the war. B25 Mitchell. Those are the bomb doors. You see them on the bottom that open up. Those bombs you saw, there's one there. Look at, or that could be a torpedo. That looks like. Who knows? It could drop a torpedo too.
Yeah, I like that car. That looks cool.
It does look cool. All this stuff is cool.
It's like a tourist thing.
That's why I show you this stuff, because it isn't going to be around forever. It's like a 41 something. I don't know. It's in the 40s. Serious looking 6x6. Got the Good Luck horseshoe on it. German Army, World War II, standardized 2.5 ton light 6x6 truck. Oh yeah, look at that wounded guy in the back. He ain't feeling too good. It's probably just because it's rough riding. Yep. Those were like the trucks from MASH almost. Oh, what is this? So this is an Opal. Opal Motor Company, Nazi Germany.
Let me see.
Look at that big searchlight. Those are the big lights you see sometimes in the sky. GE. Half track, man. These are serious machines.
Then how'd you get inside? Oh, there's a door.
Mm-hmm. Machine gun there coming out of it. And then in the back, guys all sat back there. Saying prayers, I bet. The M3 half track. Over 15,000 standard Model 3s were produced. More than 38,000 additional units were produced with various design upgrades. .147 horsepower straight 6. And an aircraft gun.
Hi guys.
They're tired. Dad could look at history forever.
History is forever.
Not always. That's why we're trying to preserve it, because it won't be. And an aircraft gun, Germany, World War II.
I'd rather have one of both spots.
But don't go very fast.
Man, look at that bomb. Look at these bombs. No, that's a rocket. 5-inch HVR rocket. High velocity aircraft rocket. They were called the Holy Moses. It was an unguided rocket developed by the California Institute of Technology during World War II. Total weight was 134 pounds, 68 inches in length, 5 inches diameter. Could go 1,375 feet per second. God. There's that car you liked, Is. What is it? Read and tell me what it is. 1941. Hey, I guessed right. 41 something.
1941.
110. The Mark 13 torpedo. That goes underwater. Check that out. Tap on it. Is it aluminum?
Plastic. Plastic one. Hard plastic. Is that another bomb?
There's that big plane. I mean, that looks like a PBY Catalina.
How did they make
What
that,
is that
Dad?
No monkey business.
That means you too.
There again, like my dad always said, if it ain't leaking oil, you gotta be worrying about it. A 1952 M38 Army Jeep. Now that's by Willys Overland. You can tell they're tired. They're ready to go to lunch. AT6, or I think my dad used to call these, but it's something. T6 Texan. They're going to try to restore this. Look at the frame, though. You don't see stuff like this anymore. Who the heck figured this stuff out? Date overhauled. 10/5/2. And look at the inside, the electronics of this thing. Wires everywhere. It's crazy. Here's another PT boat. The guy said that after the war, people bought them and made them into yachts like that one. They're going to try to restore that one too. A lot of work. Izzy and Helena, the Bossettes, say, please like and subscribe because you never know what you're going to see or learn at DragBoss Garage. So stay tuned.